Hello all, welcome to another edition of Davis Dynamics. Right now, we're rolling. Honestly, you know, for my first time going out to the range, talking to the guys, some of the ladies out there, it just makes me, get pumped up, ready for um, my season to kick off. I am so, I'm so ready to go out and see what kind of swing that I have. Ready to go to the golf course to see, please play 9 holes to see what kind of swing I have. But anyway, today it's all about alignment. Once again, alignment is going to help everything. I know people, honestly, people I know, we want to hit that golf ball a long way. We want to be as accurate as we want to, but I'm telling you, this is crazy. I've been playing golf for, my God, you know what? I can't even. I don't know, but I've been teaching for well over 20 years. I'm telling you, from the amateurs on up, and my golf coach actually saw something in me that I've never seen before, which changed my game, which was alignment. So these sticks, these alignment sticks, are the most important thing that you have in your bag. So I'm going to show you. So I just like to kind of like mix things up. So I just drop one down, and I think you've seen me do this before. And I make sure that this alignment rod, you can back it up. Just, you don't have to have it way out there. I'm just going to bring it in just to make sure it's dissecting the middle of my body, going right down to the center. Then bring out another one. It doesn't have to touch the other. It doesn't have to actually touch them, but sometimes I like to have them kind of like, touching just like a T, just kind of this is because this is where my feet's going to be parallel to the one I just laid down, which is this one right here. And like I said, this one right here is going to be horizontal to my center of mass, basically center of my body. So I like taking a different color because if I don't want to keep seeing the same color over and over again. So this one, you're going to drop down. You can put it. You can put it on the inside. You put it on the outside. A lot of times, for me, if I know I'm not hitting the ball very well, or I'm just, out here just trying to get things together, I will put it on the outside because this teaches me a lot. If I'm actually trying to swing with my arms, then I will strike this stick. So, this alignment rod, so it lets me know that my swing is actually literally coming out. Now, if I miss the stick, that means that yes, I'm coming in to out, and my swing is where I need it to be. So we also can back it up a little bit too. So basically, this type of deal helps me out a lot. And I'm going to show you another drill also that I use, and I'm going to keep this out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just put a few here just so you can see. So I'm just going to grab a few balls here. Like I said, I haven't hit any or anything like that. I have my launch monitor there, but I'm not really taking numbers today. So basically what we're going to do, and it's the same thing, routine over and over again. That's golf. Golf is a routine. You don't want to break your routine. If your routine is working, keep it. Some people say, hey, you know what? You need to do this, you need to do that. If it's working, leave it alone. Plain and simple. So a lot of times I get a lot of my students who are afraid to really go down for that golf ball. And in order for you to actually literally get the most out of your club, the most out of the shaft, the most out of the golf ball, you really, really have to go down forward. Now, I'm not saying that, sometimes when we talk about degrees, and what it is AOD. If you're somebody say, what's your AOD? It's, it's, you start getting into these technical terms where then it's supposed to scramble your brain, you know. So, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, you know what, I don't want to hear that. I want to keep it plain and simple, okay? So basically, you just want to say, okay, am I hitting down on the ball or am I hitting up? Basically, if you see a plus sign, of course you're hitting up. If you see a negative sign, then you're hitting down. Plain and simple. So, your area of descent basically is where you're hitting that ball. And we talked about hitting the golf ball first. So once again, we talked about getting that ball in the middle of our stance. Okay? So at the same time, backing up and just looking at the two lines here with the golf ball. Is it actually looking exactly where you are looking at? A lot of times you can take your dominant eye, close one, almost like you were shooting. Close one, but to make sure the stick is over the golf ball and make sure it's aiming where you're aiming. If you're holding two eyes open, sometimes it will deceive you. Now, your eyes will deceive you anyway with depth perception. So if I'm standing here with my feet parallel, I'm just going to tap this. Sometimes you're going to tap it just a little bit. My feet are parallel to this alignment rod. My knees are parallel to the alignment rod. My hips are parallel to the alignment rod. My shoulders. What I want to say is, once you put this across your shoulders to be parallel, look down the shaft of the club toward your grip, and you'll see that you're left of the target. You're no longer straight on with the target. It's one of those things where the eyes, it's a depth perception thing. It plays tricks on you. That's just the way it is. Nothing you can do about it. Everybody goes through it until you can fix it. So, just like my coach fixed me big time, I was just shocked. I was so shocked I couldn't even play golf the whole time. I was shocked. So, what I did to fix it, everybody has a different way. I still want my feet parallel to my baseline, my knees parallel, my hips parallel. But what I want to do is, and I'm going to back up just a little bit because, like I said, I just pushed it up. But what I'm going to do is, I am going to leave everything here, everything below my body is going to be parallel. But what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to turn my shoulders. They were like this. I'm just going to turn my shoulders just a little bit here. Okay? So now if I look down the line, and all I'm doing is I'm just dropping my shoulder back because they were even, parallel. All I'm doing is dropping my shoulder back just a little bit. Now if you look down the shaft, look at the grip, it's pointing directly down your train tracks, what we call train tracks, these alignment rods, and it's pointing straight to target at your golf ball. That is the illusion of golf. But a lot of people don't think about it. A lot of people get up there, put their club down, get set up, and look with their eyes and see that they're off target. It amazes me. Like I said, you can learn from anyone. It doesn't have to be a golf pro. It doesn't have to be a golf teacher. It could be someone who's been playing golf so long or been playing, longer than you have, and they can teach you. Anyone can teach you anything. It doesn't matter. So it's one of those things that my golf teacher taught me. Now, my original teacher didn't teach me this. My original teacher taught me exactly, you know, how to strike the ball and the grip and grip pressure. We worked on that a lot. Now, my current coach, Curtis, the club guy, um, taught me a lot about alignment, setting up my body and everything. And then for a while, I went to the Titleist TPI Institute to try to get my body in golf mode. But of course, it was my hips, so when I couldn't do anything. But I plan on going back. So, but for right now, what we're talking about is alignment. Alignment is key. So, in alignment, and turning your shoulders are actually going to give you just a little bit more power, But then again, and about power, you think about it. Do you want to hit the ball long and all over the place, or do you want to hit the ball accurate toward your target? In order for you to score well. So, getting up and just swinging, that's not going to do anything for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my camera. I'm going to walk up a little bit and turn my camera just a fraction. Because I'm not using my phone camera, I'm using actually my Android iPad. No, I should say iPad. I'm using my Android pad. How about that? Sorry, I have to move it from the back here. Because I have one of these new holders or whatever you want to call it that actually extends. So the thing is this: I want you, and this is the drill. I want you to put the club head. I want you to put the toe on that line, the outside line. Okay, not the tee, the one you just made right here for the golf ball. I want you to put that toe. I want you to touch that line, okay? So once it touches, you'll see that you have just a little more room before you get to the heel, which is the heel of the club. So back that golf ball up to where the toe is touching the line and the heel is right there at the golf ball. Okay, that's a club head's width. So I don't want you to go ahead and kill the ball. I want you to look at where you need to strike the ball to where it sounds solid, and focus on not hitting that line, hitting that stick. Because if you hit that stick, the only way you can hit that stick is to come over. And you can see if I go up and I start with my right hand, I'm throwing it over this way. And majority of the time you've seen it, you'll see people lose their balance. Okay? So in order for you just to get, not one of those long ones, you don't want your stance to be too narrow either. Like I said, about shoulder width apart. And it's okay if you think that you feel that you can't turn as much. Yeah, go ahead and drop this right foot back for right-handers. Left, that'd be the opposite. Flare your foot out just a little bit, not a lot. Flare it out, flare this one out, okay? It's gonna give you more turn. So just nice and easy swings here, okay? As you can see, I'm parallel, so now I'm just gonna turn my shoulders just a little bit. And as you can see, I'm still facing the target. Got my everything's here, my weight's here, toe is up, belt buckle, facing the target. Even though I don't have my iPad out, my launch monitor still does take numbers. So that is one of the drills that can help you basically stay down on the ball. And what it is basically what you're doing is, to be totally honest, what you're doing is you're training your eyes. You're training your eyes to see, everything here is okay. But the depth perception of looking down, your shoulders, are not in line with your feet. They're not. It's just that depth perception looking down. And you can do it. I want you to try it. Just stand there straight. And don't try to manipulate it. Just stand there straight, natural. And just look at your target. And then step back and then look at the ball. You'll see this difference. Like I said, my coach taught me that, and I could not believe. I mean, I was in shock. I was in shock for the next 11 holes, I believe. So once again, we're gonna measure it out, club length, get nice and comfortable. And once you get over the ball, all I want you to do is just turn your shoulders. Just turn them just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And if you were to once you turn your shoulders, if you want to look straight down your shaft to the grip, you'll see you're dead on target. So here, turn my shoulders just a little bit. Dead on target. And we're just clipping it. That's it. We're just clipping it. Now, there's another drill I want to show you. I have a lot of my students who it's all about. It's basically all about speed, but you put the speed in the wrong place. Now, and everyone's probably seen this, but this is for the people who are just starting golf. Or like I said, if it's a hobby, or you want to get, even if it's a hobby, you want to get better, at it. I'm going to explain it like this, like it was explained to me. It's not golf, okay? Say that you do another sport. Say that you run track, say that you play tennis, say that you lift weights, say something like that, okay? Probably lifting weights in the gym, because I know I used to lift weights, so probably, and with PT I lifted weights, so probably lifting weights would be a better example. So let's say that you've been working out, you worked out 3 days, or 3 days a week, okay? And let's say that you are going in to do your legs. You're going in and do leg presses or squats, okay? Your body will tell you automatically, hey, guess what? Nah, not today. If you already worked on your legs Monday and you're working on something else Tuesday, but you really worked out hard on that Monday, and you go in Wednesday and you try to do the same thing, and your legs start shaking, start quivering really hard, and you're just straining. Yeah, we're hitting that wall. It's okay to hit that wall, because we know we got to break through that wall. We know that. But there's a difference between breaking through the wall and injuring yourself. So the body will tell you, it's giving you this, it's saying, hey, you know what? Let's do something else. Let's just chill out today. If you're going to do your legs, let's go to some lighter weight, and, just to try to get the soreness out, try to get the acid moving and stuff like that, But some of us, we try to push through too much. And there's where the muscle pulls, the muscle strains, muscle tears, all that stuff. So we have to realize that we have to listen to our body, plain and simple. So golf, once again, golf isn't about power. Speed does help, but we have to listen to our body, plain and simple. I would kill to be just a little more slimmer, but my body's not built that way. My body's built, I'm a little wider up here, and I try to use it to my advantage, but I'm not one of these guys who will try to kill the ball to hit it out there. Like I said, this year, because I think that I'm going to be a little more effective, I'm about more, I'm going to draw back on my yardage, but I'm going to be more precise. So that's when I go back to my coach, I think that's what I'm going to work on. And let me get this out. Sorry, I'm making this noise, of course. And I'm going to go back to a harder golf ball. The softer golf ball have to generate a little more speed to get it out there, even though the softer golf ball is going to spin a little bit more when you get it on the green. But I don't think that I really don't. I'm going to try to stay out between that 50 and 60 yard range where I've been practicing over and over again, getting pretty good. So trying to hit my numbers so I won't be like, blowing it or whatever, and then, acquiring extra strokes for no reason at all. So let's get into this last drill here, okay? All right, so you can put a stick back here. I hope you can see it. Like I said, here's my T still, my parallel lines, and there's a stick right here. Put a alignment rod right here. You can put anything back here, just as long as you have something that will stop the golf ball. The alignment rod usually won't stop the golf ball, but I'm just gonna put it there anyway. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what, I'll just push it. I'll push it here, just on the end of the, hopefully you can still see it. It's right here, but you can hear it. I put it right there. Okay, so all I want you to do is get you another golf ball. Bring 2 golf balls out. Okay. Now my launch model is definitely not going to read that 2 golf balls within the same area. It's not going to pick it up. So basically, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get used to getting your weight and getting to that golf ball. Get your weight over to get that golf ball. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to take this golf ball here. All right. And I'm sure you can see it. That golf ball. And I'm going to take this golf ball right here. And I'm going to put it there. Okay. So we're going to see, let's see. 1, 2, there you go. It's about 2.5 golf clubs. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this golf ball and I'm going to roll it closer to me, just so it's out of range of this one. But all I did was roll it across from me. Okay, it's right here. So what I want you to do is for this second golf ball just roll closer, I want you to put the golf club where the last position was at. Okay, that first golf ball is there. The second one, remember, we roll back. Okay, 2.5 golf balls, and I just rolled it here. Now, wherever that second golf ball was sitting, I want you to put your golf club there. Okay, so this is a drill to get you feeling how to get your weight shifted, how your hips will rotate and then come up, and your shoulder will actually go up and away. Okay, so I want you to put the golf club back here where it was sitting at. It should be right across from that second ball. I want you to go ahead and get into your stance, get your grip, and what we're going to do is we're going to hit the first golf ball. And as you can see everything that I have from my head, stomach, my midsection. My knee is actually over that, but when I finish, it's going to be just a little bit past this. I'm getting all my weight shifted to the left, which is going to help me hit down the golf ball and help me release this club. Okay? So once again, we're going to put the golf club right here. And don't be afraid. This is it. The first couple of times, it's not going to look good. But the thing is, don't think about it. Let it go. Breathe. I've noticed breathing is the best thing. And if you're a hobbyist like shooting like me, breathing is the best thing to do. Okay. A lot of people hold their breath when they're swinging. And when they hold their breath, you're activating your bigger muscles. When you're breathing, you're activating your smaller muscles. Okay. So once again, here, You want to get in your stance, your regular stance. My feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to turn my shoulders just a little bit, but everything else is going to stay the same. Just nice and concentrate. Let it out. And as you can see, everything is over that way. I'm in balance. I'm not falling over. I can stand here all day long. So let's try that again. Let's bring another one over here. Right here in the middle, I'm going to bring this ball over. We're going to make sure we get it. Okay. It's 1. It's 2, 2.5. So we bring this ball over, straight over. Now, if you forget, you could put a T or something on the outside of that other alignment rod, and that right there can help you. Then you won't have to use a golf ball. You just put the T there, and that will be your starting point. So, like I said, you start, put your club there. And you can hear the click, and you can see the balance. I can stay here all day, belt buckle, facing the target. I'm facing the target, weight, centered, stay here all day. So think about this. It's not about hitting the ball hard. It's about hitting the ball solid. So, once again, last time, okay, we're gonna put it here. We're gonna bring the second one over. And it's easy, just go ahead and, if you feel that you just can't, for us who've been playing golf for a very long time, we can sometimes eyeball it because we know the dimensions of the golf ball and the dimples and all that stuff. So, you can put them together. That's one whole club link. Let me see if I put them on the other side here. There you go. That's one whole club link. Okay. Now from there, all I'm going to do is I'm going to move it down a little bit more. There you go. That's another club link. So that's 1, that's 2. And then I'm going to move it down just a little bit more. And that's going to be a half one right there at the heel. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this golf ball. I'm just going to just roll it over here. I'll get it as close as I can to the parallel line. Well, it's up to you. If you're that good, you don't have to roll it all the way over. You can leave it in the middle. And stand there and get nice and comfortable once again. So just a quick thing. We talked about staying connected. So it's the same thing that what I'm doing now. All I'm doing is I'm just turning away from the ball, kicking my knee in, and all I'm doing is when I get ready to come and hit that golf ball, I'm swinging down, and as this shoulder goes down, this shoulder goes up and away. And that's where my weight is over, going to the left side the way it needs to be going. So we got there. We're going to go ahead and do another one here. Ball's back here. Weight, balance, target. So it's easy. Don't try to start off a hard, trying to push it. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to do 2. You can do 1. Build your confidence. Plain and simple. It's about being confident. You can do 1. Just measure it out. If you don't want to do that, do a half of 1. There is no rules. You make the rules. Reason being is because you're the one hitting the golf ball. You're the one doing this, not anyone else. So when you find your niche in your practice, continue to practice. Continue to practice. Don't stop. So, once again, thank you for tuning in to another edition of Davis Dynamics. Like I said, we're getting out more videos than ever, but a lot of my videos are going to be posted. I'm going to just throw a little bit out there at Davis Dynamics so I can let you know that a new video has been posted on YouTube, or you can go ahead and hit the like button and also the follow button, the little bell down there. Also, you can leave me comments, questions. Like I said, on my website, Davis Dynamics, like I said, still, you can go ahead and take pictures, take videos, send them to me. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and email or send it on Davis Dynamics. We got the messenger. Anything you need, let us know. Like I said, we're getting back into these things. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of my previous clients and kids now that are going to college, and they're just skating through and they're loving it. And definitely the parents are loving it. So I'm getting my body back in shape. I think I'm going to try to get a couple more tournaments in this year and go from there. It just really depends on how the body holds up. So we're going to go, like I said, we're going to go from there. And we're going to pray that these hips hold up. So, like I said, once again, get out there and practice. Dig it out of the dirt, because a teacher, instructor can only instruct so much. But if you don't get it for yourself, if you don't want it for yourself, you're never going to get it. Thanks for tuning in to Davis Dynamics as usual. And like I always say, go out and make someone smile. The reason why, it doesn't cost you a thing. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.